This video will explain the following widgets in detail. Spin box, combo box EX, text selector, and slide menu. First, we are going to introduce the spin box. Autofix is whether to autofix. Check this box to enable the function of autofix. Input type is the input type. Choose text, int, float, password, date, and time according to your needs. You can check the password visible box when selecting a password. Min, max, and step can be set according to your needs. Tips can set the prompt text. When text is empty, it will show the text of tips. Action text is the text of the keyboard enter. Choose to display down or next according to your needs. The keyboard can be set to a different keyboard. Here is a specific explanation of the keyboard concept. You can see the KB Ask. That is Ask Keyboards. The name can be customized in the property area. In the same way, you can see the keyboard of Hex. uint and int are integer keyboards. Just choose the corresponding keyboard according to your needs. Ufloat and float are float-type keyboards. You can see the difference. Phone is the phone keyboard. Only numbers, special characters, star key, and pound key can be entered. Finally, we'll talk about the KB default keyboard. Each keyboard is similar, includes several different classifications. Take KB default as an example. You can see a few keyboards on the left is the full type. Keyboard allows you to modify custom names. Just choose the keyboard according to your needs. Read-only is whether read-only. When checked, this widget is in the read-only state. It cannot be modified. Password visible is used with password. Open KB when blurred and close KB when blurred are to open the keyboard when it gets focus and close it when it loses focus, respectively. Next, we talk about the combo box EX. Since several properties are similar to the spin box, it will not be repeated here. Let's talk about options. You can see the format of the options in the video. A special set of key-value teams is entered here. Selected index is the default index item. If it is 0, it will be the first item by default. If 1 is set here, it will select the second item of options. Item height is the height of the pull-down box. You can also choose corresponding keyboard. Next, let's talk about the text selector widget. First is mask color. Mask color is the color of the mask. It's the transition from the sides to the center. Options supports two different types. One is a key-value team type similar to the one just described. Another is the numeric type. Selected index is the same as described earlier, so it will not be repeated here. Visible num is the number of options visible in each column. When you select 3, 3 items are displayed in one column. When set to 1, only one item is displayed. Y-speed scale is the speed when sliding. When it is 0.5, the speed will be slower compared to the previous. Localize option is whether to perform localized translation. Loop option is whether loop. When checked, it is possible to make a circular selection. However, if it is unchecked, only the top or bottom of the list can be selected. Finally, we will introduce slide menu. The slide menu widget supports adding multiple different sub-widgets. First, we just show the way to add sub-widgets with right-click. Now let's look at adding sub-widgets by selecting and dragging. First, you select the widget in the project area on the left. Second, drag the widget to the corresponding box. There is also a third way to drag its dependencies in the left project area. For example, now Radio button is a sub-widget of window 1, but if you drag it under the corresponding slide menu, it will become a sub-widget of slide menu. These are the 3 ways to add sub-widgets. You can add them according to your needs and habits. Mean scale is the scaling ratio. Value is the current value. It can be modified according to your needs. Align V is the alignment of the direction. Bottom is bottom aligned. Auto is auto aligned. Middle is centered. Top is the top aligned. Other properties can be set according to your needs. Next, we first show the effect of the widget on the device and some data return values. First is the spin box. You will find the data returned in real time as you perform the operation. Next is the combo box EX. You can select it by using the pull-down box. Next is the slide menu. You can slide back and forth to select the value. Then is text selector. Date can be returned by sliding to get the current value. Next, let's look at the command sending part. Set text can set the current text value. Get text can get the current text value. Combo box EX also has a set text and get text. There are other functions such as set selected. That is set the index item. Get selected can get the current selection. The next is the text selector. Set value is to jump to the page with the current value. That is set text, and set value must have this value in the text selector, otherwise it will not be possible to jump to this page. Set selected is to jump to the current index item. When it is 0, is considered as the first item. Get value is to get the current value. The next is the slide menu. Value is the current index value. If 0, it is the first item. Set scale is to set the current scaling effect. Set align V is to set the current alignment. If it is 1, it is center aligned. If it is 2, then it is top aligned. If it is 3, then it is bottom aligned. The above is the demo of spin box, combo box EX, text selector, and slide menu, command sending, data return, and device side display. Thank you for watching.